Hey, it says I'm live. So we're going to just take YouTube's word for that and assume I am live. I hope you can hear me okay. I know that a lot of people, your microphone doesn't sound really good in this video, but oddly enough, it sounds fine on platforms like Zoom or, even I just did a Facebook video and it wasn't too bad. I think the audio here has a lot to do with how YouTube processes things. Unfortunately. But anyway, hi everybody. I did a video yesterday for those of you who didn't see it, where I was talking about the preferred vendors list and how sometimes what you'll find is that the vendors who were on that preferred vendors list are not particularly good vendors, but they do indeed pay kickbacks to the hall or the salesperson or the banquets manager to play there. It's kind of a pay for play thing. So if you are out shopping for any kind of vendor, be it a DJ, photographer, whatever, it doesn't matter, just keep that in mind. Understand that just because it's a preferred vendor doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be a good fit for you or even good at all. It just could mean, perhaps, that they are paying a kickback to the hall to have the opportunity to play there. Suckers, Kimmy says. What's up, Steven? Hello, Elite Events. What's up? Oh, it's Travis. What's going on, Travis? You have remodeled your studio. I haven't. I've barely cleaned mine. So a couple things I wanted to say in this video. First thing is I got a message following that video that I posted from a friend of ours who was not happy that I did the video at all. It's like, look, I'm on a preferred vendors list because I do a good job. And there are a lot of people in my market who don't do a good job. Some of these halls recognize it. They've put me on their preferred vendors list. I pay them nothing. I'm only there because I provide a good service. How dare you suggest otherwise? And we went back and forth a little bit. I mean, it was all friendly. Good guy, don't get me wrong, but I never said in the video that all preferred vendors lists were bad. Never said that one time. I only said that some of them are like that. Or actually, I said a lot of them are like that. And that is true. I can't apologize for saying what I said in the video. Sometimes it's crazy. No matter what you say, people kind of hear what they want to hear and not what you actually said. That's a real thing. So I have to be very careful how I word things. And he had said that I had suggested that, most are corrupt. And so I'll go back and watch the video and see what I said. I didn't say that. I said a lot of them are like that. And a lot of them are like that. Yeah, Jimmy says some places so you have to use their chosen vendors. It's called restriction of trade. And you know what? I've seen that before where they have an approved vendors list opposed to a preferred vendors list. Oh, we use this guy and this guy and this guy. You have to go with one of these choices. It does sound like restriction of trade. I'm not a legal guy. I can't tell you that it is. And I'm sure wherever you live, it varies. But yeah, it sounds sketchy to me as well. But anyway, another comment I got, and it was today actually, from David Kimkus. He usually leaves some pretty unusual comments. He's saying, beware of opinions. This is not a fact. Some people are reputable on lists. Beware of fake news. Well, look, David was gaslighting me at that point because saying that this happens is not an opinion. This is a fact. This does happen. Many of you have attested to this. I know people who do it, openly do it, or they're open to me about doing it. I also know people who are on lists that are legitimate, but for the most part, those lists are, in my opinion, they're not in the client's best interest. What I did, the video I did was more of a message to anybody seeking a DJ. But if the video upset you, it's odd because if you are indeed on a list because you're good, I'm assuming that the client still contacts you and makes sure you're a good fit before pulling the trigger, right? And if you are a good fit, you get the job, great. If you've got a hall that is kind enough to refer you free of charge, then I think that's wonderful. Good for you. I don't have that. I wish I did. And I didn't do the video as a disgruntled person feeling like I deserve to be on a list. It was just kind of a factual thing. This is what reality is where I live. There are some national chains in my city. I won't name any names, but they're in every city that have a list that's very suspicious. They're DJs you've never heard of, or some kind of national agency you've never heard of that is just kind of a headhunter and tries to find people to place into situations. There's a local friend of mine who got contacted by one of these associations saying, "Hey, would you do this job for a couple $100 at this major hotel downtown in Milwaukee?" So, well, no, I won't do it for that. What's going on here? Well, we're on the preferred vendors list. We're out of somewhere nowhere near Milwaukee. We got this call and we're trying to find somebody to do the job. Why is that a preferred vendor? They don't even know the DJs they're putting into this hall. This is not in the client's best interest. This has got to be in the hall's interest for financial gain. This is a real thing. This is an opinion. This is a real thing. It happens. So, oh, by the way, thank you for watching. I'm going to say hi to everybody here. Marios, and of course, Travis is here. Is it Mickey? Cookie, thanks for joining us. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I would appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did that too. It doesn't cost you a thing and it helps me. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for that. Anyway, moving on. And you've done it. Thank you. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. It does help me buy groceries. The more people who like the videos and subscribe, the more high dollar ads I can get, the more money I can get. Not asking for money from you, never would do that, but it's really cool when you do those kind of things. They help me, so thank you. Anyway, let me move on to some of the comments. Jimmy, thanks for hitting that thumbs up. Travis says, I try to vet my clients before booking to ensure they are the right fit for me and that I'm the right fit for them. How it should be. Exactly how it should be. Cookie says, hello from the UK. We work with venues and they call it preferred supplier. Now, let me ask you this, Cookie. Are you paying a kickback to the venue, or are they just have you on the list because they like your work and you're easy to work with? That's what I'm curious about. Mickey says, I found it's hard to get into places like that, even if the client wants only you to do their event. Yeah, sometimes they're like that. It's really goofy. What's up, Manuel from California? Thanks for joining us. And then Mario says from Cyprus. I know where Cyprus is. My question is, are you on the Greek side or are you on the Turk side? I have a friend, Alex the Bubble. He's on the Greek side. And I do know some people on the Turk side as well. So I know where it is. I've been to Greece, by the way. I've actually been there. Thessaloniki, but it's still Greece. My daughter, her husband is Greek, and my daughter's godparents live in Greece. Her godfather is Greek. Her godmother is Puerto Rican, but they've been living in Greece for like 15 years now, I think. So, and I've been there, and yep, Alex the Bubble, which is Cockney. Bubble and squeak rhymes with Greek, so it's Cockney. I don't understand Cockney; it's British, but that's what he goes on. The Greek side, nice. Yeah, you might know Alex. He's a good friend of ours. Let's see. Where was I? I don't remember. Oh, I was just gonna say that there are halls that I work with repeatedly, and when I do, oh, we're so glad you're here. We love to work with you. You make things easy for us. You're cooperative. Your setup is easy. Your breakdown is easy. We don't gotta stay long. Our bar does well when you're here. It's a good vibe. The lights are good. The sound doesn't hurt anybody's ears. We really like it when you're here. Yet I never get a call from nobody ever recommends me to play in these halls. It's not just one hall; it's several. That I'll hit once every year or two, and they're glad to see me. Sometimes I hit them multiple times a year. But the reason I don't end up getting recommended from them is because there's probably nothing in it for them. If there's something in it for them, there's a financial gain of some kind, they'll do it. But if there's not, why bother, right? Yeah, yeah. Alex is definitely on the Greek side. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to say if you are on a preferred vendors list legit that there's a problem with that. What I was trying to suggest in the video was simply that if you are somebody who's seeking a DJ and you go to a venue and they have a preferred vendors list, what I would do is first of all ask why this DJ is on the preferred vendors list. I would straight up ask, is there anything in it for you financially for me to go with this DJ? They may say no, even if there is too, so that they do that with extended warranties. They're always trying to push the extended warranty when you're, oh, well, I don't get anything for it. Yeah, right. There's a spiff or something. You wouldn't mention it if you didn't get anything for it. And then talk to this DJ before you hire them. And if they are indeed a good fit, go with them. Absolutely go with them. But don't be afraid to do your own shopping around. Like Jimmy said, it's breach of trade, or it's restriction of trade, and that's not cool. It's not ethical. By the way, those of you who are just coming in, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. Mario says Greece is amazing. Greece is cool. I like Greece, and nobody likes Greece more than Greek people. Greek people love Greece a lot. They are very what we would call patriotic about their country and their culture. But yeah, Greece is cool. I like Greece. Let's see. As a single operator, I don't mind asking to be on the preferred vendors list. However, these are more rustic, small venues here in Australia. It's totally cool to be on a preferred vendors list. Like I said, I just think it sucks if someone's recommending you not because you're good, but because you pay them a kickback to be there. Doesn't mean you're good. It just means that there's financial gain in it for somebody. I wouldn't like that. Would you? Would you like it if you went somewhere and you were looking for a really good anything, doesn't matter what, and you asked someone who you trusted, hey, what's a good to go with? And they didn't tell you the best thing to go with. They told you the thing that they were going to profit from to go with. I don't think you'd appreciate that either. I don't know. Just a question, out of curiosity, do you wish they'd start bringing back classic lighting in LED form like the Lotus? I'm good with lighting the way it's going. I mean, the thing with lighting is a lot of it's about creativity, you know? So we've got some great products out right now from all kinds of different manufacturers. Stuff lasts a long time. And I think a lot of it's just a matter of being creative with it. I think trying to just buy new lights all the time is you're trying to get a new effect, but are you necessarily using anything in a different way? There are lights that you can have for 10 years, and if you use them in a different way, it's like a brand new light. It's more about application than it is the fixture itself. There's nothing on my list of wish list of lighting right now. The only thing I can say is it would be nice if more companies, did stuff like 8 Labs is doing with the RF remote control. That would be cool. I'd like to see more of that. Easier to use for DJs. A lot of this stuff's built for bands and theatrics and things like that, but it's not made for DJs. We don't necessarily want to be lighting designers with DMX. That's more of a stage and theater thing. I think it would be nice if there was stuff that was kind of for us, easy to use, because I want to worry about music. I don't want to worry about lights all night. That's just me, though. If you're a bigger operation, you got someone to run the lights for you, great, good for you. but I don't. I'd like something easy, and that's why I use the Ape stuff now. I haven't used anything else in a while. Although I did take that Mothership out, and it was fun. It's a cool little light. If I didn't have anything and I wanted to create some, excitement, I might use that. The incentive should ideally be long term with regards the user and experience. Short term incentives are race to the bottom. Yeah. That pretty much sums up Wedding Wire in the Knot. Yep. It's 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 pay to play. Does it mean you're good? No. It means you've paid somebody to say you're good and to push your services, to hard sell your services. I'm not down with that. If you're doing that and the video upset you, tough. Tough. If you're on a preferred vendors list, legitimately, because you're good and the hall just likes you and you're triggered by this video, you shouldn't, because I'm not talking about you. Don't worry about it. I don't know. It's weird. What else do we got? Jimmy says a lot of the high end. Back up. A lot of the high end place have a booklet that they get vendor to buy advertising in. Yeah, I've seen that too. In fact, somebody else was saying that every year they pay, I don't know, $350 or something like that to be on the Parks Department's website where they get listed as a vendor. That's just advertising. I'm okay with that. I don't think that's a big deal. That seems reasonable to me. To me, it's just weird when you're talking to a salesperson and they're like, you know what, if you're going to go with the DJ, this is the best. You go with this one. This is the one you want to go with. We work with them all the time. This is the one you want to go with. Just go with them. So they can receive several $100s in kickback. The guy I know locally, who I don't know if he still is, but he was doing this one venue repeatedly, like sometimes several times a weekend, charged $1,500 for his services, in which $500 automatically went to the banquet manager. Oh my God. So what you're telling me is, let's say you're a banquet manager somewhere, and let's say you work on commission, and just, legitimately you're making, I don't know, let's just say you're making $500 a week. That's not a lot, but let's just say, okay, fine, $1,000 a week. If you could increase that margin by 50% simply by saying, hey, you should go with this DJ, you'd be a fool not to. But I don't think it serves the client well. And I'd like to be a client advocate on this. So, I don't know. Just some thoughts. Let's see, what else do we got here? Just a lot of different things here people are saying in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for your likes and your subscriptions. If you haven't done it, I made that pitch earlier. I hate to go over and over with it, but it really does help out, so I appreciate it. I want to do some different videos, and tell me if you'd like this, since we're all here. Happy New Year to you, Eric. I was thinking about, since I can't play music, I was thinking about just kind of talking about maybe some classic tracks you might want to check out. It was a video I thought would be fun to do. I don't know if you guys would be into it or not, but it's something that I'm considering doing. So if you'd be interested in just kind of me turning you on to some cool tracks, let me know. I want to do those videos, and they'd be easy to do. Just kind of riff on these tracks and these artists and things. Well, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. JC's all about it. What's up, JC? JC, Mexico City, good friend of mine. We had fun walking through casinos and doing casino things in Atlantic City last summer. What did we do for Christmas and New Year's? For Christmas, we had people over, just family, the kids, my mom, and then New Year's we sat in the living room and stared at each other. There wasn't anything to do. We were even struggling trying to find a movie. I rented because Blanca's into action films, like she's into like horror and things. So I rented the new Resident Evil for her off of like Amazon or something, and we watched that. That made her happy. I'd have been happy with anything, but I knew that she wanted something with some action in it. So there you go. Tried to watch the ball drop. It was absolutely hard to watch. There was no one in the audience. The acts were goofy that they were showing. It's different than Dick Clark used to do way back in the day. Rannick public service announcement from Windows users. Upgrade to Windows yesterday. AMD. I've used 11. I bought an 11 machine for that Welcome to Rockville show I did. I ran VDJ on it and no problems. No problems at all. Worked fine with Windows 11. But yeah, I suppose it depends on your chip and what's going on. But anyway, just a quick video for you. I might do more later on tonight. We'll see how I'm feeling. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I really do appreciate your likes and subscriptions and comments. As always, if you have any requests or anything like that, always in the comments section. In the newest video, that's where I normally see the questions. If I can answer them, I will. Sometimes I'll just answer the questions. Sometimes I can do a video on it. That kind of thing is very welcome and inspires me to do different things. So thank you for that. I mean, in the live stream, I pretty much said what I wanted to say. I am unapologetic for the last video. And unfortunately, if you only hear what you want to hear, you're going to get angry. But if you really listen to what I say, I'm not bashing every DJ on the preferred vendors list or even every preferred vendors list. I specifically say twice in the video, they're not all like that. A lot of them are, and they are. It ain't no lie. So, all right, I'm killing this. Thanks for watching. We will see you soon. Take care, practice, and enjoy.